Jace Lauren, it's time to talk cricket.
How's that?
No, he can't wait. Australia has levelled the Border Gavaskar series 1-1. We're turning our attention to the third test in Brisbane. And joining us this morning from Fox Cricket is the one, the only, Adam Gilchrist. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you all?
We are excellent. I know Lauren is dead set keen to ask about...
She's itching to ask you the first question, Gilly.
Go for it, Loz.
Don't.
What do you got for him?
I know she had a question regarding the Indian top order.
I don't know a lot about cricket, and I said to our EP, could you give me a question to ask? And he said, you should ask, do you think the Indian top order is up to scratch?
What do you think? That's what I want to know.
Yeah,
Well,
Lauren.
I think that I think that they're very good, but the Australians are better. So
Oh,
that's what I think.
That you are on the money. You do know your cricket.
I
Certainly
do.
on the evidence of what we saw at the Adelaide Oval, Australia rebounded brilliantly. That it was the reverse in Perth. India dominated, but no, the Aussies found their mojo, which is good. They've levelled the series up, and it was a fun weekend
Jeez.
in Adelaide.
Gilly.
They know how to do it over there.
All over 2.5 days.
Yeah.
Do you think test matches are too long?
Not based on
You know
that,
what?
Lauren.
I think 5 days is too long. Yeah.
Lauren, I'm actually trending to supporting that statement because I think it sounds like I'm a really old man when I say the modern game, but recently, in New Zealand, England and New Zealand played a 2.5 day test match or 3 day test. I'm wondering whether it should be trimmed back to a 4 day
Like
event.
Shield cricket.
And then, because the entertainment factor's still there. I'm not criticising the quality of the product, but it's entertaining. It's just moving so much quicker these days. Maybe we just factor it in as a 4 day event.
Gilly, I just don't
Wasn't
understand.
such a silly question after all.
No, it wasn't. I just don't understand how Australia could shit the bed so bad a couple of weeks ago and then the
Perth.
complete reverse happened.
Yeah.
Are they normally tighter than this?
Pat Cummins said the Perth scoreboard didn't truly reflect where Australia were at.
Well, see, I think it was the
said-
humidity that got them over there.
Well, the scoreboard said they got absolutely belted.
Yeah.
The Australian team traditionally have had, like, the critics come for the Aussies, right? But time and time again, the likes of Pat Cummins, Mitch Starc, these guys, they find a way to respond to those critics. Like, is Australian cricket in safe hands right now?
I think people look across the depth of talent in, say, Sheffield Shield cricket, and there's a couple of players sort of shining through a bit. Sam Constas from New South Wales is probably the one that's the glaring obvious talent on the rise, but I don't want to get into sort of crystal ball gazing too much. I think deal with what's in front of you, and the team responded well, and it's 1-1.
Lauren, you got your hand up? Another question?
My next question is, do you think that, now this is just as someone who look, I don't know a lot about cricket, but I grew up watching cricket.
yourself.
Like, I knew Adam Gilchrist, I knew Shane Warne, I knew all the rock stars back in the day.
Keep going.
But I don't really know any of the players anymore. If they all
Doesn't
have their
your
wings clipped
stepdad tell
because
you
their
about...
personalities are like, they're not allowed to have too much personality anymore. Don't the ones with big personalities get criticised now?
That's society, isn't it?
I know. I don't like. Let them be. Let them be rock stars.
Let's be honest. You imagine a current player pulling out a pack of Winnie Blues in the stand and watching, after he's, just been bowled out. Like the
The
country
good old
turn on him.
days. The good old days.
Yeah, there's a bit of commentary around that, and it's sort of in the public. You hear that a little bit. I mean, when we're not really comparing apples and apples if we're talking about any player compared to Warnie. When we're talking about personalities and well, I remember we were standing lined up. You make reference to the Winnie Blues. We were lined up at a boot camp to have a big week-long physical and psychological tough boot camp where we were going to get smashed and tested, mentally and all that. And at the start, the doctor asked us all to put our dependent medication. Anyone who had asthma, put your medication out, put your tablets out if you got bad back.
Yeah.
Warnie plugged down 8 packets of Benson and Hedges. So that's the sort of character we're talking about here.
But Gilly, would you look?
Tough to compete with.
Would you look at him like I look at our team, right? We all went out for festive drinks on Friday, and I'm like, Jesus, how do they back up? Would you sit there looking at him sucking back 2 packs, going, "How's he do it?" And then go out there and bowl like he does?
Oh, yeah. He was just, a wonder of nature. You just didn't know how he functioned, but he did.
He was
And
there.
once he was out on the cricket field, that was his domain, and it was theatre. It was the best thing I did in cricket was the wicketkeeper Shane Warne, and then at the end of the over, I'd go up the other end. Glenn McGrath would bowling over, and I'd have Shane Warne standing next to me talking to me about stuff. It was just quality.
Yeah, see the good old days. I loved all you cricketers.
All you cricketers.
All you rock star cricketers from the early 2000s.
Oh, well, look.
I don't make them like they used to, Gilly.
Adam Gilchrist joining us on the air. Thanks to KO Sports. There's no off-season with KO Sports. Get on board today. Hey, Gilly, have a great summer, mate, and enjoy some time with the family.
Brilliant. Great to chat and enjoy the cricket.
Gonna be a good day.
Jason Lauren.
Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good.
On Nova 100.
Jason Lauren.
Follow them on socials.